Alright. Let's testing microphone 1, 2, 3. Let me raise the mic up closer to my mouth because this microphone is like that. It's finicky. There we go. Alright. Let me undeafen so we can hear everyone else.
There'll be a big fat target on her back.
What the hell did I just walk into?
We were just joking about stuff about victims of the woke PTSD, and of course, it brought up Resident Evil 3 Remake.
Already in the chat, Servant. Hi, Servant. Let me guess, setup is taking the usual time. Sort of. How's my audio quality for you guys at least? Good?
Good.
Alright, good. Then in that case,
I'm stuck with the headset.
Oh, that's fine. Anyways, before we start, I'm just gonna take care of some house cleaning. So, first of all, for anyone watching, hey, I'm Chengiz Khan, and you're watching 2 Cents Live with the boys. We got Comet, we got Xenonic, not muted for now, but that's usually explainable for him. We got SGD in the chat, and here, and we got Nijato.
We're here, boys! We are the boys, ready for some war!
Actually, here, I got an idea. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna, in Discord, I'm gonna actually show you guys Streamlabs OBS, stream it in Discord for you guys to see what's happening. So there's gonna be a little bit of a inception going on in the stream, but other than that, that's fine. So, Felix Haas in the chat. Hail Chengiz Khan, the panel in chat. Hail Felix. Okay, so
SCD, you can talk.
Hey, before we start, is it alright if I do some flexing?
I was gonna say, sure, why not? Go ahead, Flex. Here,
Okay, give me 1 second.
Here, let me emphasize the stream on you. I've got you emphasized on Discord.
Okay, let me just turn on my camera. Alright.
The Deadpool mask.
And, I'm gonna go from, least to most flexing.
Oh, okay. You're gonna build it up. Okay.
Yes,
yeah.
other than the Deadpool max, which everybody needs to do their proper social distance.
Funny enough, actually, California, we actually lifted our mask mandate.
Yeah, same here. I just want to put on the mask because I prefer the nudity.
Same with Massachusetts, where I live. Essentially, if all the stores are basically saying if you have the vaccine,
if you got vaccinated,
have vaccines, I just carry a mask.
I just have the mask on for my anonymity. I think I just anonymity, whatever. I like to keep my identity mystery. There.
Your secret identity.
You can see your eyes though, so.
Clearly, your secret identity as a xenomorph. Okay, we all know that that's just a skin, human suit that you wear.
I'm just using a really advanced V2 avatar.
Okay.
So, I never expected I would get this.
Okay.
So it's really high for me, but I know you wouldn't care. So that's why it's on the least of the flexing.
Okay. Oh, Marvel Legends.
Yep.
Oh.
The Hawkeyes.
Yeah. Hawkeye has 200 interchangeable heads to be Iron Man or Ant-Man, and Black Widow could be Nebula. I wanted Nebula.
You got it for Nebula.
Yes.
You're into blue alien chicks. Okay.
Well, I'm an alien myself.
Serena says, sup, N-words.
Sup.
Oh, Warpath, nice. I got Warpath too.
Also, understand that I got all of this today. So, if you might feel, I already have this stuff, so it's fine. I got all of this today, so while you had to wait periodically for yours.
Wow.
And just so you understand.
Well, in that case, I will be preparing stuff to flex on myself.
Okay.
Oh no, we're having a flex. Oh no.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, we're starting to stream off with a flex off.
Yeah.
That should be a segment. The segment of flex off.
Oh, Matoran.
Yep.
Metronui Matoran. I don't remember his name.
Irie.
Was he important?
He was one of the 6 to find the Great Dicks. Great Discs.
No, great.
Holy shit! There's penises and bionicles! Finally! We can make love canon!
Eat that, Greg. Eat your heart out.
Yeah, exactly. Eat that, Greg. Now I know you have this. Now I know you have this figure.
Okay.
But I got now 2, but with a twist.
Oh, Cheetor. Oh, you got
Netflix
the
Cheetor.
I got the Netflix Cheetor as well.
No, but that's
Oh,
wrong.
nice.
Yeah.
I thought you got the regular one with
I
the
got
light blue.
I got the Netflix Cheetor, so
Yeah, we gotta get dark blue.
yeah.
Yeah, we gotta have dark blue.
I actually have all the Maximals lined up here, at least released so far. I gotta save up for the Predacon still.
Yeah. Speaking of,
Nice.
care to flex on me really quick?
Okay. Let me just switch to my cam here. Alright. And of course, the way how this microphone works, it's in my face. Let me just position this. So, here we go. Okay, so, I got, I'm showing my Streamlabs OBS in this Discord, so, I got my boy Beast Wars Megatron. No, the figure stand is starting to, collapse on me. This is the best I can do. Got Beast Wars Megatron and a Tarantulas. I mean, not Tarantulas. Black Arachnia. Optimus Primal. Yeah. Optimus Primal may have his Maximals, but I have the bitches. Yes. And alright, let me just put Megatron down for now. And then so this came in the mail today. There we go. And when I open it up, come on, where this bubble wraps. That box is just gonna be in the back. I got the pieces from Toro.
Nice.
Yeah. Wait. Here we go. Here's a shot of the mask. Wait.
Nice. I see it.
So basically while we're streaming, I'm just gonna be assembling this guy.
Okay.
And
You seem so sophisticated, Jobby. I will defeat you in intellectual combat.
and your
ass. Care to go back to me really quick?
Yes. Give me a moment.
Nice try flexing on me with Megatron.
Yes, but I finally have Matoro.
Yeah, I've had Matoro before. Yes, I even have his Matoran form and his Anika form.
Well,
Do you have his scuba form?
I used to.
that's what I have. I have his scuba form, the Toamari. Position this mic back again. Oh, Thanos? Okay.
Yep.
Alright. Oh! You son of a bitch!
Yeah. Yes.
What did he grab?
He got Studio Series Blitzwing, the AKA...
Starscream.
Well...
I got Starscream.
Wait, show me the box again. Wait. Oh, it's Stars... God damn it.
Also, This is gonna feel so good.
Okay.
Oh no.
Oh, nice. That wasn't the reaction you were expecting.
Perhaps, but
it's a nice novelty thing. I'm not really interested in the crossover stuff.
Fine, I'll just show this again.
Son of a bitch, I love you, but I hate you at the same time right now.
Is that from the Bumblebee movie?
Yes, it is.
Yes.
Oh, so it's a stupid looking one. Okay.
Oh.
No, Ninjato. I say this as your friend and with love, but fuck you.
Yes. Ninjato, just so you know, we're probably gonna watch Bumblebee after this because of what you just said.
Yeah.
Most not likely. I have a meeting after this.
Okay.
Well then tomorrow.
No, we still got F91.
We could do a movie marathon if you want. I'll try to see if I can schedule something like that.
And no. Here's the thing. Before Bumblebee, we still got to do the Gridman stuff. We gotta.
Oh yeah. Well, actually, you gotta catch up. I actually caught up. Yeah, it's great. Trust me, you'll love Dynazenon. How far are you into Dynazenon?
I was in episode 3.
Oh my god! Wow.
Yeah.
All right. Well.
But anyway.
Well,
Anyway, back to our regular schedule program.
Yeah. All right. So
That's enough on the flex off.
So while I take.
And just so you know, I did find Ultra Magnus, but chose not to get him.
I had to choose between Megatron and Ultra Magnus. I chose Megatron because Beast Wars.
Yes.
Yes, the Inferior Wars.
Shut up.
Oh,
You lost your right. You lost your right to speak.
Oh, look! I said this was love, Ninjato, as your friend, but oh look, I'm Ninjato. I only care about the Unicron trilogy. Armada is the greatest. I want to collect my minicons. You know, the Transformers Pokemon.
You don't diss on the
Hey,
minicons.
I like the Transformers the movie.
Okay,
The good one,
fair enough.
not the Michael Bay one.
Oh.
I love especially when
Ninjato,
when,
Ninjato, you have to be here. So me, Nick, and I think not if was also said he'd agree to it. But I know for sure me and Nick we wanna do a week marathon of all the Transformers movies. Well, the Michael Bay Transformers movies. So Monday to Friday, each day we watch the 5 Transformers movies by Michael Bay.
we're doing Gundam Seed afterwards.
All right.
I know it'll have to be a time like after sometime in August because that's when I'm done with all my.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if I'll be. It'll have to be sometime in August for sure because I think like September is when my fall semester starts.
Honestly, October would be the best.
We'll see. Servant says Ninjato needs to not diss others. It does. I don't care, Servant. That doesn't get to me. I don't fucking care.
Yeah.
I don't care about that shit. Okay. So now that we're done flexing, let's get. I'm gonna get some house cleaning out of the way, just real quick. Okay. So what I have pulled up here is my channel. Now, if you noticed, stuff is missing. I didn't delete the videos. They're all unlisted and they're in a playlist for you to watch. Basically, so remember when Michael was saying, you know, like people should focus more on the positive, not the negative. I took that to heart and I was like, you know what, I want to focus on that. I want to focus on making like positive stuff, but also I want to be also a little more critical with the type of stuff I make, in a sense. And I just felt that a lot of my old videos were like just me going, look at this woke stuff, and it's trash, and it's like, I mean, there's tons of other channels where you can see that. So it's gonna be focusing mostly on positive. 2 cents will mostly be live streams from this point forward. So while working on my, so I am writing a script for a review of Inglewood, and that's going to be the start of what I call 2 cents reviews, or just basically, it's 2 cents. I give my 2 cents on something, but in a format of like a very edited video review of the book. That's what I plan on making. But then, you know, stuff like, you know, other stuff that I just want to talk about, it'll be mostly 2 cents live with you guys. And that's basically house cleaning out of the way there. So I just wanted to get that out of the way. I felt that, you know, a lot of my old stuff wasn't really, I'm not really, it's not that I'm not proud of it, it's just I feel it's like, it's not really,
not what you want to be identified with.
Yes. So that's just house cleaning right there. So okay. So Mastic says positivity stands high.
Yay! We be all positive and happy and go lucky.
Well, it would be positive, except I hate stands. I'm joking.
Wait, you hate stands?
No, stands. You know,
with an N.
Yeah.
No D. No D.
Yeah.
I'm looking my eyes on you.
Well, we'll see about that, Charo. Alright, so with house cleaning out of the way and done flexing for about 19 minutes of this show, we can now actually get to the meat of the stream. Liam's in the chat. I'm going to be live streaming soon, and I want you over there, Changus. I'm sorry, Liam. I'm sorry. I'm kind of doing my show right now. This is probably going to take a while, considering how long it takes for us.
Yeah, we got 6 of us. We got 6 of us having a conversation, and at least half of us are very long-winded.
Yeah. So, unfortunately, Liam, I'm most likely not going to be there for the stream. Maybe I'll try to see like if I can catch like the end of it, but yeah, knowing us and how long it takes to cover stuff, it's gonna be a while. So, by the way, Liam, what I saw your stream. You had kids shave you. Was that like for like a charity thing? I don't know what that was all about. I was like, that's weird. All right, hey, good for the kids though. So
hey.
All right, so that out of the way, we can start with the show. So, basically, let's get I guess serious topics, more critical topics out of the way, and then we can end with some positivity. So I'll be going first. So I'm covering He-Man, the new Netflix He-Man. Well, specifically, I'm talking about the reaction to the new He-Man, and how this relates to a trend I've been noticing on the internet, especially on the internet. So I think like earlier last week was like the official release of like the trailer for the new He-Man show on Netflix, and you know everyone's like, oh yay, you know, more He-Man, you know, I loved He-Man when I was a kid, that's cool, it's on Netflix. Not too cool about that, but hey, it's He-Man. And then the official synopsis came out. So apparently, according to the official synopsis, despite the show being He-Man, it's a new Masters of the Universe show. It seems that the main character will be Teela, who is by the way the buff lady in the corner there with I forgot what Not called her. I think he said like the angsty haircut.
The typical haircut of a modern day female protagonist.
Yeah, so you know that's kind of I don't like that, but we'll wait and see. Well, that's actually, the wait and see part is especially relevant to this topic. Because once it was announced that Tila would be most likely, the central figure the story will follow, let's just say the reaction wasn't very positive. In fact, people were very, very negative about it. They were going, "Oh no, Tila's the main character in the He-Man show. This is a bait and switch. This is wrong. This is woke. This is bullshit. Kevin Smith, you lied to us. Fuck you, Kevin Smith." And it's like, but that reaction is specifically what I'm here to talk about. So this is what I like to call the woke PTSD. What I call woke PTSD is basically, hey, this thing kind of resembles this other thing that happened to be woke. So this triggers something in my mind where I automatically associate this new thing as woke because it resembles the other thing that was woke. And the reaction is very, negative. You see, I see my subscription feed just filled with videos from the same people, like 20 videos just going, "Oh, Kevin Smith lied to us. Kevin Smith's not a real fan. He baited us. This is woke. This is trash." But the problem is, you don't know that. The problem is, you don't know that. We don't know that. No one knows anything for sure, except, well, Kevin Smith himself. And he's not going to reveal anything, and, really, groundbreaking because, that's technically spoilers for his new show. So we don't know if it's going to be woke or not. But yet, because Tila with her haircut, it's following her, not He-Man. This is another Rey Skywalker. This is woke. Wait, but you don't know that. Felix says it's Netflix as well as fucking change. No, by that logic, Felix, Love, Death, and Robots is woke. But guess what? It wasn't. Well, most of it wasn't. The beauty of Love, Death, and Robots is it's an anthology series, so it doesn't matter if it's woke or not. There's one episode can be woke, the other one can be completely fine. And again, this is what I'm talking about, Felix. So it's Netflix. It's gotta be woke. Well, we don't know that. You're basing it off of previous experience, and I can understand that. But my point is, this type of reaction is unnecessary because at the end of the day, we don't know shit. We don't know what the show's actually going to be like. For all we know, we could be proved wrong. It's not woke. And if it is woke, I'm willing to admit, hey, I guess I was wrong. It was woke all along, and there you go. But you shouldn't associate something as woke automatically and throw a hissy fit about it on the internet just because it resembles another thing that was woke. It's if you were taught critical thinking in school, you would know that, hey, it's just because one thing kind of has stuff that resembles the other thing doesn't mean it's just like the other thing. That's a logical fallacy. That's not critical thinking. So basically, long story short, we don't know anything. We don't know if it's going to be woke, but yet we automatically are just associating it as woke because of the woke PTSD, because Tila's going to be the next Rey Skywalker. I just know it. Well, no, you don't. You don't know if she's going to be the next Rey Skywalker. If she is, oh well, you were right. But don't automatically jump the gun because of your woke PTSD and automatically go, this is trash, don't watch it. Because guess what? At the end of the day, that's going to affect how you view the show. Because if you start off watching a show thinking it's going to be bad, of course you're going to say the show is bad. But you don't know. But you don't know that for sure. Felix says woke isn't critical thinking either. Yes, Felix, I understand that. But the point... Felix, I understand where you're coming from, but the problem is the lack of critical thinking is not just on the woke side. It's on both sides. Like,
Can I bring up? Can I?
Yeah, go. Sure.
Okay, so this is for general audience here, but the thing is that there has been He-Man is just the latest. We have multiple times throughout the past couple years of people claiming something is woke when it's not. Castlevania. By the way, the same studio who's making this He-Man studio show is the same as Castlevania. Castlevania is not woke. Like, if you think Castlevania, written by Warren Ellis, is woke, oh my goodness, man, the woke people must have a lot of fun.
But they did have Alucard picked by an Asian man.
Well, yeah, but that's not necessary. We're woke. No, it's just hilarious writing.
Yeah, that's mostly just me joking at it. 'Cause it's funny.
Yeah, but and then you got Final Fantasy. People complain about Final Fantasy VII Remake because Tifa had a bra on. And then another case, Resident Evil 3 Remake, because Jill's character design was changed from like her going out on a date looking outfit to her to become generic Laura Croft outfit. But,
oh yeah, you go ahead, comment. Go ahead.
And let's not forget the Mortal Kombat. Oh no, they're not stripperific anymore. You know.
And their boobs are not big.
Yes, and my favorite one gotta be, I forgot who said this, but I remember watching this one YouTuber when they showed a costume for what's her name? The blood magic one.
Scarlet.
Yes. How did I forget that? Anyway. Yeah, but
this type of argument is kind of like the same as, you know, like when people are crying, you know, how dare you censor my game? You decreased the size of her boobies.
Well, in the case of Scarlet, he was wearing a costume had like I forgot what it's called, but like a desert hat. Kind of like a remnant of a desert hat, you know, with the goggles and
yeah,
you know, cover the back of the head. You know, and he's like, this looks kind of like a Barca. Barca, like, no, that's just a desert hat. They just wear that in the desert to protect their neck. You know.
Yeah,
like making an association with there's none.
The point is, what I'm trying to say is people should be more open-minded and shouldn't just automatically jump the gun because some Tila is starting to look something like Rey Skywalker, but we don't know that for sure. If she is, she is, but right now, we shouldn't just automatically jump the gun and make conclusions. That's what I'm trying to make my point here.
Yeah, just to emphasize it, like for some more technical aspect, just because a story can have Tila as like the point of view character doesn't mean the story is about her. It could still be about He-Man, but we don't know until, you know, the show comes out.
Yeah.
And also, if the show is bad, it has to be bad on specifically on what the promise of the trailer was compared to the actual show. Like, not bringing in other stuff.
Felix says some of the new dialogue in the Final Fantasy VII remake is very woke. Aerith telling Cloud how she don't need no man. I don't think it was.
What's the context? What's the
that's
context?
That's another very big thing that people need to remember. Context, like just because I don't need no man. Well, what exactly is the context going on here? Is it just someone just is like, you know, her playfully saying, "Don't worry, I don't need you," or you know, is it really her dissing Cloud? The context matters. And I've never played a Final Fantasy VII remake, so I don't know exactly.
I played a little bit. I haven't played a lot of it. I don't remember anything about "I Don't Need No Man" from Aerith.
Okay.
I think
I remember that scene. I was kind of playing for a joke where she says something and then a bad thing happens right after.
Okay.
So again, context matters. That's what
I don't need no man to help me. And then a bird comes and snatches them away.
Yeah. Yeah.
Typo, no!
You know. Yeah. It's like here's the thing. Yeah.
The cool,
It's
I
not like-
found the coral. Ah!
Here's the the thing is like it just feels like the well has been poisoned. You know.
I guess.
Now- I'm sorry.
I
I mean, it's like it's kind of like there's now like in the past, you know, I don't need no man can be taken as a joke or playfully, but now it's like when a character said that, no matter the context, it's trying to get this like trigger reaction like this.
Well, that's exactly another case of woke PTSD, where because you know we're so used to that line being said in a certain context where just this is, you know, a man, we automatically now associate that line with, oh, she's dissing Cloud, this is woke. Oh no.
Okay, not to like go off topic, but I gotta say this. Man, Warcraft is really impressive.
Oh, you're transforming him?
Oh yeah,
Like it's mostly in the legs. Impressed by how they like all the folding. It's like impressive, like how they managed to fit all that in just the lower leg.
Oh yeah. Warpath is a Hasbro has really been knocking it out of the park with this new Kingdom line.
Oh yeah.
Like Earthrise, I'll say Siege had its figures. I think Earthrise is where they really start to step their game up, and then now Kingdom, especially with like the Beast Wars figures, they really stepped their game up.
Yes, and let me just say this right now: this Warpath figure is very much worthy of a kablam!
Kapow!
Alright,
But
is that...
uh,
Is this it for the topic, or...
I think we're done. I just reiterate, the point is, don't automatically associate something as woke because we're so used to it. Just critical think. Actually, you know, just before you make a judgment, think carefully and go, okay, but is this actually woke? Or am I just overreacting because I'm afraid this will be woke? So
I would add,
Mhm.
don't if you learn something is coming out, don't get your first impression based on YouTubers.
Yeah, it's especially be very careful with who you follow. Like if like some people on YouTube, you know, they could be kind of trustworthy, but then again, you know, like take everything with like
even the most trustworthy one has their moments of weakness of
Yeah.
where it's like they overreact because that's what
Like-
people do.
like
So,
like for example, like you know how I don't necessarily agree with some of the stuff like Doomcock has said about, you know, Kathleen Kennedy, all that, but every time he says take everything with a grain of salt. So yes, take everything with a grain of salt. Don't automatically jump the gun. That's
Okay.
yeah. So with that said, I think we can now move on to the next topic. We're still a little critical here. So Nick, so you're talking about specific villain revisionism.
oh yes, correct.
Yes, and part of me wishes I had notes prepared for this.
We
But
just showed the clip about the Dalmatian.
But we get I get copyright.
yeah,
strikes,
Disney
so-
will flag us. I wish.
that was hilarious.
You know, we need
But,
to do a toy reenactment. Somebody.
I don't have multiple dogs to pounce on RC, so
So, I kind of hate to be rambling because I wish I had notes prepared, but I was gone all day, so I'm gonna have to wing it. But yeah, villain revisionism. Like there's this whole trend, especially with Disney now, is like making like villains like movies about villains and trying to make them seem, oh, we're bad but we're cool and stuff. We're like the main, like we're also really awesome and like we're like actually not bad. We're like actually we're the heroes of our own story and stuff like that. And so basically, I can't help but notice like why is like all this happening and stuff like that. First, guys, I really because I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that if you're gonna make a character, you gotta make them relatable. And I think that kind of like I think that works as like a first lesson, but nothing that should be taken as absolute truth. Because like a character doesn't have to be relatable to be likable. Like it's like why villains are so. And I think the reason why villains are.
Can I say? Can I say
Yeah,
something real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
Sure,
Go ahead.
Sure.
I think it's like it reminds me of the one thing my English teacher kind of said about he called it writing sense. And one of his first things was the problem that people kind of make with characters is they believe that the first thing you need to do when making a character is make them likable. That's wrong. The first thing you have to do with making a character is make them A, believable, and B, consistent.
Yeah.
But it needs to be a character that you either he's someone you've known for years, or he's a man on the street you've just known for 5 minutes. But you have to make that character. You have to make that character. His motivation seems. His motivation seems clear, and everything he does has to be consistent with what you know about him, how you know about him on first impressions. So, say an idiot. An idiot has to always act like an idiot. There are moments where you can make him seem smart, but those moments need to be justified.
Yeah.
You can go ahead.
You can't have moments of the character just standing there waiting for Dalmatians to knock her off the cliff.
Oh my god.
God, that scene was just awful. Hilarious. Yeah, it's hilarious, but not. But I shouldn't be laughing. Yeah.
Okay, so so the Dalmatians are coming straight towards me. What do I do? A, just stand here. B, at least try to run away. Or C, I don't know, like knock them out or something. I don't know.
She doesn't even look like she's scared. She just looks like.
Well,
what?
It's confused. Like,
Yeah.
what?
Like, what's going on?
Okay, what do I do now?
Okay, they're coming towards me. Is there anything? Is something on my face? Ah!
Why are
back on.
Dalmatians attacking me?
Yeah.
But to go back to the what I was saying is, and I think what's cool about villains is like, while we have a moral code, they don't, and I think that's what makes them interesting. But also, what makes them interesting is that a lot of villains are very mysterious. Like their pasts are very like vague. We don't know a lot about them.
That's tight. Real quick tangent. I'm building Matora right now. I forgot some of these the ball joints are really tight. So when you snap things together, it's like that doesn't sound good. I'm gonna be very careful. That's the one thing Hero Factory did right. They gave us a better ball joint system.
Yeah, CCBS.
So anything else you want to say about this topic?
Well, yeah, I wasn't done. I was practically just getting started. So,
Okay, sorry.
We were in the introductory paragraphs.
it's like the Stewie song where like he gets interrupted.
Or like EFAP when they go through a video, like they spend 2 hours on the introduction.
Good God, we're still in. Good God, I forgot we gotta continue this topic. I think because I think it has a lot to do with fan fiction writers. They want to make if they want to do a story about the villains, they kind of mostly go with like motivations and why they would do this, but they also go into like backstories and like make them sympathetic.
Mm-hmm.
And they actually do it up too much to the point where they're like actually misunderstood heroes. And you can't do that with a literal character who skins puppies for a fur coat.
Skin puppies! Why? Because they knocked over my mother!
Not just any skin puppies. Skinned puppies that are inbred.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. This ain't London, this is Alabama, bitch.
This is Londonbama.
Also, I just noticed that Cheetor's weapon is actually his transmetal weapon rather than his normal, like...
Yeah. Yeah.
We're all distracted. Yay!
Yes. Back to what I was saying.
Mm-hmm.
And like, I blame Wicked. I blame Wicked for, inspiring all this happening. Because it's like, oh, it's the origin story of the Wicked West and how she's actually, like, a misunderstood icon and all that.
Hmm.
And, like, not to say that this is all, like, bad and stuff like that.
Uh-huh.
Because, there's only, but I've only seen, like, very few work. And I think the best, thing to actually do, like, villain revisionism and stuff like that is Joker.
Well...
Because despite the fact that you see him, have a sympathetic backstory,
Mm-hmm.
he's still a villain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's still it still ends with him killing people and acting chaotic and
Yeah.
Yeah. So, it's like Maleficent. Why is they get like she's actually becomes a hero in the story, despite the fact that her name is Maleficent, like magnificent. But what is Mal? Mal is translates to devil or evil. It's like magnificent evil.
you magnificent evil. Oh yes, of course.
Yes, and they actually make her a hero. It's so dumb.
It's also maleficent, like harmful or evil of intent or effect.
Yes, exactly.
Her name screams, "I'm a bad guy."
Yes.
Yeah.
Insert Billie Eilish song.
Oh, I'm thinking of like Wonder Over Yonder. The song.
Oh, wait until we get season 3 of Wander Over Yonder. It was revealed that Lord Dominator was actually misunderstood this whole time.
Too bad that it will never happen because it got canceled.
Thanks, Disney.
Thanks, Disney.
Or
Yeah.
yeah, thanks as a thank you, or is it thanks as a thanks, Disney?
It's
Yeah.
It's the wow. Thanks, Disney, for
Yeah.
canceling my favorite show. Fuck you.
And let's not forget DuckTales. They canceled
Yeah.
DuckTales.
They canceled DuckTales.
What? Did they? It actually felt like it was a finale.
Well,
Like,
Yeah,
actually,
they made it. They made a.
I think they canceled production of more DuckTales episodes, so
they ended the show. But I did talk to somebody. He felt like the finale was rushed, and he did not like the finale.
I will say it did feel rushed.
Because there's a lot of plot points that was exposed, like...
That just got dropped?
Yeah, that just got dropped there, and gave the impression that, again, he actually suffered from the previous topic of woke PTSD. He thought that, oh, Daisy and these 3 girls, Webby and these 3 girls, are replacing the 3 boys because of what's revealed about them.
No.
Yeah, I know, and it's not, but there was a whole tons of stuff in that finale that... No.
All I gotta say about the finale. Dan 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 dan.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that best shout out ever.
Alright.
Also, Dirty Dan says, by the way, hello, Dirty Dan.
Hello,
He
Dirty
says,
Dan.
notice
Dirty Dan.
Notice how they never tried to make male villains into quasi anti-heroes.
Yeah,
It's always,
I do notice.
It's always female heroes. I mean, female
Actually,
villains.
well, okay, hold on.
Well, mostly.
You see,
Mostly.
the thing is that a lot of villains, male villains, do actually get the treatment that these female characters, these horrible ones, does, but it's still through a villain's perspective. They never change it. Like, the biggest case point is Magneto. Like, we all know his origins now, that basically the reason why he hates humanity is because of the Holocaust.
Yeah, and they actually make him an anti-hero in the new X-Men movies.
Yeah, and it works.
Oh, and I completely forgot about Mystique.
She works okay. Like, a lot of the execution as the series went on was like dripping, and then we had Dark Phoenix when everything just went.
Oof.
Ooh,
That was just. Ugh.
That was another hilariously bad movie.
I'm gonna add that to the list of bad movies.
Oh yes, I would definitely love to, because it's hilariously bad. Literal lizard people.
Really?
Yes, the aliens are literal lizard people who can shapeshift.
Oh, we're watching that.
Um,
But anyway, so
I'm fine.
back on topic though. So,
Speaking of, I'm sorry.
no, go ahead.
There was this. You're talking about, there was this book. I forgot what it's called. I think it was a play or something, where it was from when they, there's something with Jafar from Aladdin.
I know what you're talking about. I forgot what it's called though. But yes,
Yeah,
I
but-
know what you're talking about. Well, but the thing was that it also turned into, it also became a play. It was more played as a comedy rather than like an actual like serious revisionism. Like, it's like, Jafar is actually just a misunderstood hero, but it's more played for like as a comedy.
I didn't know that. Are we talking about what Jafar just? I just want to make sure we're talking about the same thing.
Yeah.
Is this Jafar kind of? I'm sorry.
Oh no, go ahead.
Is this Jafar kind of depicted as like the one guy trying to keep everything together?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, again, that was played more for like a comedy than an actual serious revisionism. Villain revisionism. I can't speak. I know English, people. I know English. Despite
I don't believe you.
Oh, it's called Twisted.
Yes, Twisted. Listen here, Nick. I know English despite what my eyes tell you.
I'm now thinking of the bad joke about like 3 nationalities, and the final one is Chinese, about dogs and bridges. Like, the whole thing was that it's like three guys, the Chinese man. Essentially, it was like, you can't cross the bridge and back without your dog farting. And then the Chinese man did it without farting, and then he exposed me Chinese, me no dumb, me stick cork up doggy's bum. Like,
Oh, that's terrible.
yeah, it's terrible, but it is funny just because it's like, oh, like the punchline is, oh, he stuck a cork up the dog's bum, but
I take picture of Ang Lee. Good, you take picture of Ang Lee. You make the Winnie White People movie anyways.
it was you or me who was gonna make that joke, Changus. I'm just gonna say that right now. I was this close to doing it too.
by the way, this is 2 cents, guys, where we're easily distracted.
Yes. So,
I had a topic. So, and like, I feel like there's. I'm not saying it's like we should like get rid of it, but like, I gotta feel like we gotta remember that these are villains. We should not, make them like heroes without like doing like a shit. What was I gonna say? Redemption arc, okay, so. They should what they should be doing is like pulling a shadow. If they want to make the character hero, despite the fact they start as a villain, they have to at least have a redemption arc. They can't just make them like, oh, they were actually good guys this whole time.
where's that damn fourth Chaos Emerald?
Now listen here.
While I cock my AK.
You listen here too.
I'm sorry, I had to make a joke.
At least he wasn't written by Ken Penders.
Oh, thank God.
Oh, God.
Wait. There was some issues with Shadow that was Ken Benders, but he did not fuck him over.
Okay, but I would add. This is my opinion.
Hold on. If I'm correct, I think he was actually the first to actually like imply that Shadow never died on when he fell to Earth before the games actually did it.
Wow.
Oh, interesting.
The way it did it is really weird, but
He conveniently landed on on trees branches. And
no, he was abducted by aliens.
Nadana, let me one up you. At least he wasn't drawn by Ken Penders.
Oh, thank God.
Oh God, that would be a nightmare.
But anyway, but what I was gonna add, my penny,
Your 2 cents.
is that my penny. It's then 2 cents.
Alright.
But essentially, I would just add, it's so much so that just pick better villains to do these type of stories with.
Yeah.
Like, you don't make a villain revisionist story. Again, as Zianek pointed out, about a fashion designer who wants to skin Dalmatian puppies for a fur coat. That is like villainy 101. Like, save the cat, kill the puppy. That's how you get the audience to automatically hate the villain, is to have him kill a puppy or a dog, okay? Araki does it all the time.
Araki-san, how many dogs have you killed in JoJo? Not enough.
Oh, I don't know how many slices of bread you haven't eaten in your entire life.
But back
And
on...
now Serena just left.
Oh.
No, I'm joking.
Oh, I'm sorry. But back on topic, though.
Yeah, so like the whole thing just kind of like boggles me. Megatron origin story was revealed he just wanted to be a medic. Wait a minute. Wait a minute! Oh shit, that actually happened!
It was just
Wait, what?
IDW.
IDW Megatron. But the thing was, Megatron actually did go through a redemption arc, but that's...
Yes!
And, you know, the question whether he deserves a redemption arc or not is another topic on its own, but
That's a whole can of worms.
Yeah.
And also he acknowledges that he was pretty much, for lack of an elegant term, a dick.
Yeah. So. But
Yeah, I was just. It's just a prank, bro.
It's just a prank, Optimus. Megatron, you committed genocide against half our entire population.
Just a prank.
Look, Optimus.
Take a fucking joke, Prime.
Sometimes we take jokes a little too far.
But then all of a sudden, Optimus pulls out his mask and reveals, "It was me, Megatron! I was the one who manipulated you into this war!"
Yes, Orion Pax died a long time ago.
What? Wait, that doesn't make sense. He removes his mask. I'm Optimus.
Okay.
Alright, now
back on topic again.
No, hold on, really quick. Megatron was actually the real Megatron was standing there with a bucket of popcorn this whole time. Oh my god, such a plot twist! I had no idea.
All right, is that it for the topic?
I guess because I didn't prepare, so I don't really have anything.
So you weren't prepared.
Just like Bionicle 101. Which
Scar's just mad that he's a closet homosexual.
Nick was not prepared, just like Bionicle 1, which actually I should have mentioned this as part of the house cleaning minutes earlier into the stream. Bionicle 101. So I forgot to fucking mention this during house cleaning. So when I said how I was a lot of like videos and streams are now unlisted on the channel, that's because I'm
Jangus, we have a fucking talk. And let me just say, it's about how you're fucking failing this class.
So I forgot to mention that as part of the cleaning up of the channel, the main this channel will mostly just be only 2 cents content. But late nights. So I'm still doing late night streams in like Bionicle 101, but those will not be saved onto this channel. They will actually be saved onto an archive channel I created called Changus 2. There is actually a link in the description below, and you could go check it out, subscribe. And there's already some like toy hunting videos and a couple streams already archived on there. So like Bionicle 101 will be posted on the second channel, while this main channel will mostly be 2 cents.
Subscribe or perish.
Okay, so we went on plenty of tangents there. So now
Yes, that shows how much failures we are.
Let's. Dirty Dan says the thing about Megatron's redemption arc is that at the end it was determined that he was beyond redemption. The Matrix rejected him. Funny enough, Dirty Dan, you should have been there when there was this one night in Micah's Discord in the general chat. I think it was after movie night. Me and Gojira, we were kind of having a back and forth about Megatron being redeemed, and he actually had a very interesting take on him not being able to be redeemed. And let's just say he actually kind of disagrees with that take, but it was a really interesting conversation. You should have been there. Gojira's always a great time to talk with. So
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess we got all the quote unquote serious stuff, more critical stuff out of the way. So now we can move on to a little more fun. So.
And I can take a break to go get food.
Yes. So, if you're willing to come up next. Not.
Not.
Uh-oh.
Sorry folks, we experienced some technical difficulties. Be right back.
Don't make me grab the hammer!
Not. What?
Oh, you unmuted?
Oh.
No, can you hear us?
Can I go last? Yeah, I'm still doing something.
Ah, okay.
Okay.
In that case, let's go with SGD. If you can unmute SGD. I know you can unmute.
Okay.
So you're talking about some good old Digimon, because that's your big shtick. With me and Nick, it's Bionicle Transformers. For you, it's Digimon. So you're giving your 2 cents on Digimon Tamer 5, specifically the manga.
Where'd you get the 5 from?
Yeah, okay.
There was no 5? Shit. Damn it!
No, it's Digimon V.
Okay.
Digimon V Tamer.
Oh, Digimon.
It's a V.
Oh, hold on. I can fix this. I can fix this. give me a minute. Give me a moment.
Failure!
I can fix this. Boom. There we go. Fixed.
But first, you have to hit the
Yeah,
failure button.
Obligatory failure button.
Failure.
There we go.
Failure!
Alright.
So over the past few weeks, I read Digimon Adventure V Tamer 01, as it's called, which is a manga based on the original Digimon, digital monster toys. And it actually came out a few months before the anime adaptation of the toys. That focuses on Yagami Taichi and his OC Do Not Steal, Zero or Zero Maru, the Vidramon. And there's some
Hold on.
interesting things.
I will mute while I feast.
Ah, okay.
So, for those of you who don't know, the digital monster toys do have lore associated with them. They take place on File Island, and then after Digital Monster came Digimon Pendulum, which takes place on Folder Continent, which is where the manga is set. And from the first chapter, it tells you this ain't Dragon Ball, son, as while it's a shonen manga, a major part of it is the tactics of the battles. So the first Digimon they fight is a Tortamon, which has armor too hard for Zero to pierce, as he's told by a Gabumon he meets called Gabu. But it fires off its spikes in a move called Shell Phalanx. So Taichi just tells Zero to wait for it to fire off one of its spikes, and then attack its exposed body. When a lot of other things would just say, hit it even harder. And because Digimon was still developing at the time, so it sort of developed alongside the animes, where it lasted up until Frontier, so it gradually picked up ideas from the earlier seasons. And one of the as with a lot of things, it has a human villain. It starts off with Taichi having to oppose the evil Digimon Demon, who wants to conquer the human world, but then he gets offed by a human called Neo with his new Digimon Arcademon, and
Neo.
that takes place at...
I'm sorry. I just gotta make this. So Keanu Reeves is in Digimon.
Not quite. No.
I'm sorry.
And that takes most of the manga run is about Taichi building his way up to fighting Neo after kind of getting his ass beat after their first encounter. Some downsides to it are the first parts are very rushed. Like in the first couple of chapters, he meets Eta Monkey, who was just a mascot for Digimon at the time and then became his own Digimon. And he just follows Taichi around as he collects the 5 tags, which he needs to go and face Demon. And each tag represents a different field of Digimon at the time, being Metal Empire, Nature Spirits, Wind Guardians, Nightmare Soldiers, and Deep Savers. And he gets from when he finds out about the tags, it's 1 tag per chapter, and there's no spacing it out. It's just show up, beat a Digimon, get the tag. But then after that, it starts to slow down. And it's definitely interesting. Like Digimon anime series did start to decline over the years, but the protagonist reminds me a lot of the protagonist from Cross Wars, where he's a paragon and he helps people because it's the right thing to do. And a big part of it is Taichi and Zero's relationship. Like, one battle they're fighting a character who can read the messages he's sending Zero in his Digivice. So his Digimon just teleports his attacks to wherever Zero is going to move next. So they managed to trick him through their body language.
Interesting.
Like, there are times where it does remind you it's a shonen, where it's like, oh, a power-up would be real convenient right now, and they get a power-up. But that doesn't happen enough to be a problem.
Okay.
But, and it is one of those stories where the villain and protagonist sort of have their own stories running parallel. So Neo wants to take over the digital world because his sister was paralyzed by a truck hitting her in the human world, so she can't move her legs, but she can move them in the digital world. So he wants to recreate the digital world to be like the human world, so accidents can never happen. And his three subordinates all have something wrong in their lives. Like, one of them is a recluse, and one of them was there when the accident happened, so he feels responsible. But then Neo's, besides his motivations, he is kind of a shallow villain, whereas he's like a lot of villains where I never ever wanted to murder a human child until you beat me in a children's game. He was the winner of the D1 Tricks, which is a Digimon tournament. So then Taichi versed him because Vidramon was created for the manga. It's not technically in the Digital Monster toys, so Taichi couldn't partake in the tournament. And then he beat Neo anyway.
Alright.
Not really much else to say without going into a lot more spoilers. But yeah, definitely a big pro is the tactics, because the one standout fight is it's very brief because he doesn't need to win the fight, he just needs to overcome an obstacle. And it's a Tonosama Gekomon is using sound to block out his attacks. So instead of attacking him head on, he gets the idea of breaking a chandelier above his head. So he dodges the chandelier, but the noise cancels out his music. So then he becomes defenseless and Taichi wins the fight by default. Compared to more recent anime seasons, where it's just hit it harder. Like, this thing is shooting the energy from its mouth. Poor Goku, feed it energy till it explodes.
Alright.
I think that's everything I got to say.
Okay. So would you recommend this manga?
Yeah, even if you're not a Digimon fan, I think it's worth a read.
Alright. So let me grab my mouse. So with that said, now we could move on to Ninjato.
Do we have comment go next?
Oh, you want to cover? All right.
Let's-
Okay, so now. Okay.
I wish that this was actually after the serious conversation.
Well, so basically, my mind was going. I had everything lined up where basically, I started talking about like a serious thing, and then because. And so I would start first, and then Nick would then go, and then because he's technically covering Disney villain revisions in Disney movies, like Cruella. So then Not's covering a movie, so he goes next, but then Not's still taking care of stuff. So then all right, then Well, so then after not would be done talking about movies, we would move on to like books, but they're still visual. You know, you're talking about like manga and stuff, and then we would,
Okay, I can see your logic,
yeah,
but
and
I think
then we would end up with so Comet was supposed to be to end us off with something to laugh at. So Serena's already cheering for this. Of course you were. So
of course.
So let me preface for anyone who's not familiar with Black Comet here. So Black Comet here is, despite his avatar, he is at least for this cast our token black guy. so
Hey, I'm a token. I'm black and Asian. I'm everything.
you're everything. He's too powerful.
Yes, I am the ultimate life form.
Asians are white
Really?
passing their
Really?
comment.
Really, if you're the ultimate life form, why couldn't you get a stone mask to put it on so that you can walk in the sunlight?
That's still a work in progress.
Asians are white passing, so you can't be the ultimate life form if you're half white passing.
Well, his militant count makes up for it. SGD. Okay, so Comet is our resident black guy. Serena would usually be here for the late night streams to be our resident black person. So with this sort of topic, he can't say the N word. So don't at me. So,
Yes.
So, Comet, what are we looking at here? What?
Hello! Sorry, excuse me. Hello, my brothers and sisters! Welcome to this sermon today, as we read from the book of Nigulations.
What is this book, though? Comet.
It's a book written by the great philosophers of the ghetto, containing many funny, yet very, very practical sayings. Now, yes. Now here are some things that one of my personal favorites. Nigulations 3:13.
Oh, we're quoting passage now. Oh boy.
Oh no.
Why keep it when it makes you look retarded? And here's another good one. We're gonna start with I arranged this in a certain way. We'll start a few of the few practical, the few uplifting, very, very funny yet very, very sound advice ones. Then we'll start going to more funny.
Okay.
Niggalation 3:24. Without dreams, we reach nothing without love. We feel nothing without God, and we are nothing.
Oh, that's surprisingly very wise for philosophers for a book called.
Just because you're smart doesn't mean you're wise. Niggalation 3:25. Now,
Okay.
I got a question for all of you. Why did God create man before a woman?
I don't know why.
He didn't want any advice. Niggalation 4:1.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh no.
Oh wait, I think that's the wrong list. Oh, I put that in the wrong list.
Oh.
Passage.
That was supposed to be in the front. Then the
The ultimate life form dares first quote the wrong scriptures.
now.
This is already heretical scriptures, okay?
Okay, Niggalation 4:7. Every marriage comes with its own challenges, which don't affect you. You can still be that good friend, but let them sort it out. Niggalation 4:7.
Okay. Oh.
Okay, Niggalation 4:8. Part 1. I am so tired of niggas, and I said it just like that. Niggalation Part 2. I can't stand nigga shit.
What the flip are we like?
Okay, so
Now, oh wait,
So,
but
so, okay, so this.
it's like it looks a
So-
quote that it looks a quote said.
So, but comment. So, it's great you're quoting this book. So, what exactly is your like, I guess your opinion on this book? Your 2 cents,
Well,
if you will.
Oh yes, seriously, it's fun. It's fun. It's really fun. I was surprised by this book, honestly, because like the last 2 chapters, there's very few of that, but it's mostly like sound advice.
Huh.
Like stay away from miserable people with no friends, family, or love interests. Or the eyes believe themselves, the ears believe other people.
Interesting.
Like, yeah,
But this all comes from the same book. It's just goddamn what
yeah. It's like confusing. Like when you see the book, what would you be expecting? Like you expect like, oh, probably funny, like like Dave Chappelle or Eddie Murphy. Like, okay, I get it, haha. And then like, oh, like, I think this one, like another favorite is like Nicolations 4:13. The things we sacrifice for our children, including includes our own happiness at times.
Huh.
Like, I'm like, wow, that's really, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Then there's like, and then there was sacrifice of the new shoes for the diapers. The Lord said, go into Walmart and get them Huggies.
What you doing, fool? Get the Huggies.
Yes.
Baby needs them. Go to your baby mama. Okay.
Yeah, but all seriousness, it's a very interesting read. It's funny and like that, standard, good advice. Like, oh, another one. Don't sit down on the job and think the keys to the doors will be handed to you. Like I said, it's a list of quotes that said that that the author heard around. That's like I said, it said in the title, the Lost Book of Ghetto Philosophers. Yeah, it's like I said, it surprised me. If you don't mind reading some passages, I would recommend it. It's like.
I can tell you especially Serena, you guys thoroughly enjoyed this book, so.
Yeah, like.
Alright. Is that all you gotta say, Con?
Yeah, I don't want to take up anyone else's time.
Okay. Where's my screwdriver? Okay, in that case, not wanting to go last, so Ninjato. You can't escape this time. Talk about your magical girl.
Okay. So as an introduction, like, remember, this is June. This is Pride Month, and in the month of Pride, you have to examine your masculinity, and you have to accept some things that are purposely made to be written for young girls. So I decided to read this because Micah was kind of riffing on Magic Ray Earth, and it's like, oh, it's no Escaflowne or whatever, and I just go, okay, what is this so bad about Ray Earth? And so I decided to pick it up. First off, I would barely call it a magical girl show. I mean, manga. I read the manga version.
Okay.
I would barely call it magical girl. It's more isekai. Like, there are magical girl elements in there, and like some of the tropes are there. Like, if you read Sailor Moon, but it's not like
So it's magical girl isekai.
Yeah, it's a weird combination. It's more like a isekai. It's an isekai story, with magical girl elements and mecha elements thrown in.
Well, you mentioned isekai, so that already explains why Micah doesn't like it.
Well, yeah. Well, he likes Done By, probably because it was written by Tamino.
Ah.
Anyway, I don't like this genre unless it's written by somebody I like.
Hey,
Okay.
Anyway, so the plot of this is the basic premise. 3 girls from 3 different schools. They were complete strangers to each other. Where all of them were visiting Tokyo Tower. When all of a sudden a magical light of a young princess takes them away to another world. All 3 of them. And they go on an adventure to go save the princess from her evil priest, Zagato. And there they learned to be, they developed a bond with each other, they grow stronger, they learn more about themselves, and they have a strong bond of friendship, and then they get giant mecha, and then at the end of part 1 it's revealed that they were on a glorified euthanasia trip.
I'm sorry, what?
Okay, to explain. The world that Ray Earth is in, it's called Serio, or Sero.
Okay.
It is a world that operates pure on willpower. One person's will is called a pillar. That person's job is to have their will overrule this land. And this young princess wanted a perfect land, so everything was beautiful and stuff. One problem, they have to dedicate 24/7 to that. All their will. If they so happen, I don't know, fell in love with her priest, everything goes to crap. Thus, in order to do that, they have the system where they summon magic knights, people from another world of Earth, to come over to kill her. And that's what happened. End of part 1 with them, with the redhead was forced to kill the princess, and they got sent back home, but they were so, traumatized by it.
Oh.
End of part 1 was literally them going, you go on yay, we're on this wonderful trip, and then we just destroyed the world.
Oh.
That's what they did. And then part 2 happens. Okay? So it's split into 2 parts, and when you collect them in volumes, they're all in 3 volumes. So they're basically 2 little trilogies together. It's a good 6-volume story.
Okay.
So it doesn't actually take very long.
Okay.
Part 2. Yeah, that took a strange turn. Oh yeah, it did.
Yeah, that's an understatement, Big Dirty Dan. That's a huge understatement. That's whoa.
That's like the equivalent of a Go to Guy trip twist.
No, a Gona Guy twist would be turns out
minus millions dead.
Minus the millions of people dying and the clear respect that the Japanese have for Christian religion.
Well, we'll get to that in part 2. Okay, so in part 2, it takes place a year after.
Okay.
They all 3 of them reunite at this Tokyo Tower, and they wish to go back to Seros. They go back there, and they discover that all remains of Seros is this castle. And basically the whole goal of the second half is to find a new pillar. New dude. So, essentially, they met characters who were villains in the first arc. They returned.
Okay.
It wouldn't be a Mega shows without amounts of war crimes. Well, the thing is, the Mega element is actually not very strong in this one, and neither is like the action. Like this is more traditional shoujo in terms of structure. It focused more on the relationships and personal dramas that going on, and also it's a lot more lighter. But anyway, so the second half is them essentially defending this one castle from three group of people from other, basically planets, coming to become the new ruler of Ceros. And throughout there, they had to deal with, the aftermath of, destroying the world by murdering the previous pillar. On that, the thing in that element, the only disappointment is that, and I can understand why, it wasn't enough knife twisting. Like, they didn't really suffer any hatred from the people in there.
What's going on your end? What's going on?
I think Nightmare forgot he didn't unmute himself by accident.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
So essentially, the second half, I wish it could have been a lot more focused on them trying to regain the trust of the people they're protecting. The overall plot of this story is a very quick pace, so it's an easy breeze through read, but it does feel in general that the story could breathe more. Maybe if they expanded parts of it a bit more, it would be more enjoyable. So it would be interesting to actually watch the anime adaptation because of that, to see if they expanded more, if it helps improve the story. Now, I need to talk about the ending.
Okay.
So in the first part, they introduced this fluffy bunny creature.
Okay.
This bunny creature that Micah thought was a Moogle. For Final Fantasy.
I didn't play Final Fantasy, so.
Okay. Essentially, it has these. Basically, the main characters had this companion of this fluffy bunny creature who was the one who basically guides them to the locations they needed to get to the Mega Park.
Oh, okay.
Turned out that was God.
Oh.
Not a god. Not like the god of this universe. No, it's the god of this universe and the real world. It's actual God.
Christian God.
Yes, it's pretty much the Christian God. So, what happened is that they went for the deist viewpoint, where God made, regular Earth with the idea of complete free will, and he was very disappointed with the results of it because of all the wars and all, horrible things that humanity does.
Alright guys, you got free will. Oh shit, they're sinning.
Yeah, pretty much. So he decided, you know what, I'm gonna make a new universe where willpower, a person's willpower can have great effect on that. And he is the one that basically made the conditions that the pillar system existed and stuff. And basically he was the one who judged who becomes the next pillar. And here are the rules. They have all these rules that major spoiler, the redhead who's the main character, the main leader chick, the character who she is the chosen one. She ends up becoming chosen, but she ends the pillar system because she doesn't want the reality of the pillar of being alone. She wants it with other people. So basically, they change it so that everyone's the pillar. So basically, now the Ceros can live as long as the people want it to exist.
Look,
it's not just the willpower of one person, the willpower of an entire people. And
alright, God and Lord said, alright.
And then what's so funny is that it hints at the end afterwards that he kind of planned it. He may have planned all of this. He knew this was going to happen.
Because God is always, of course, a big brain.
So, yeah, big brainy God. Big brainy fluffy bunny God.
So
He's a chess master.
So basically, you're saying this story is basically God said, okay, humanity, you guys fucked up. So ciao. I'm gonna go ahead and create this new world. And then oh great, humanity fucked up this world as well. But I knew this was going to happen. And my plan would be
and he purposely made it. He purposely made it so that you can go into each other's worlds too. He was the responsible of why, even though it's in a fantasy world, they use the term magic knights as in English.
Because God said so, and then he wanted this to happen. So the humanity would fuck up. So they would end the pillar system by basically saying if you want to exist, you can.
I would say this. What you were about to say?
So basically, it's the ending to the end of Evangelion without everyone turning into Orange Tang. Where if you want to live, you can live.
Yeah, actually, yeah, it is. It's basically everyone's in getaways, or no, I can't. No, I am not saying Spiral Energy because that's giving Gurren Lagann credit. No.
Fuck you, Gurren Lagann is amazing.
I want to see it. I would just like making fun of it.
Najado, remember, don't believe in yourself. Believe in me that believe in you that believes in yourself.
Sorry, I prefer to believe in Getter.
Why believe in the higher into a red abomination when you just believe in yourself and do it by your own willpower?
Because your own willpower sucks.
Not if your own willpower is able to create spiral energy.
The source of the energy is your heart. Literally and figuratively.
Anyway, so Magic Knight Ray Earth is actually when you kind of think about it, like when you're reading it, it's like it's an interesting story, and there is actually it did hit me in the feels a bit, which for me that's a good thing for soujos. Like a good soujo hits you in the feels.
So you would recommend this?
Oh yeah, I would definitely recommend it. It is kind of weird. It is such a bizarre.
Weird is an understatement. Based on
what
you've explained.
Yeah, like you got the first half. Like again, the first half ends with something that a twist that a seinen writer would purposely put in. And it can get away with it. It doesn't go like over the top dark, but it's still it's
still whoa.
Didn't expect that coming. Talk about subversion of expectations.
So
that's how you subvert expectations properly, Ryan.
So Najado, when you said this entire manga was a bizarre adventure.
Everything always leads back to a JoJo reference.
Yes, of course, because JoJo is king.
Yes.
Life is a
but
JoJo
but seriously, so what is the manga still in print or?
No, the manga ended. Like it's an old manga. Yeah, this is oldie.
I mean, what I meant is that it's still for sale.
Yeah, you can get it on Amazon. I read everything digitally on Amazon.
Okay.
For good price.
Okay.
Yeah, so you pay $60, you get the whole thing. You can read the whole thing.
All right. Ricky Hoya says Mokonai.
That's the little creature who's God.
Ah, that's God? Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. And Dirty Dan says Gurren Lagann is pure hype. Yes, it is. Micah always riffs on Gurren Lagann, and while Gurren Lagann will never go to great lengths that Get a Robo did, it's still a fun tribute story to like Get a Robo and Mecha. And oh, okay. No, go ahead, Don.
I'm just going to interrupt. Yeah. But can I say it to you before? It's I sort of dislike Gurren Lagann, not because of its concept. Like, on paper, Gurren Lagann just sounds like something I would know. The problem with the show, however, it has that late Gainax feel that I just don't like. Where everything needs to be over the top. Everything needs to be everything needs to poke at the fun at the fact that you're done. It's what I like to call
no. I need to make a correction. Clear something up. No, there is no two gods. Mokona is God. Period. There is no other god. He created the real world and the land of Zero. The universe that Zero resides in.
I understand where you're coming from. Not me personally. I just like watching Gurren because it's a fun show. It's like
when Gurren is on, Gurren is on. Like, one thing I've always loved about Gurren is the fact that it understands that it is a super robot show, and it doesn't try to put limits with what it can do. It's like there's a point to where when Gurren Lagann finally gets to Topa, where it just devolves into them throwing around plants. I'm like, that is a great thing for a super robot show to do. Where they're just powerful enough to where the universe can just be things they throw at each
other. Ricky Joya says, I only read the point where they ended up on Tokyo Tower crying over the twist ending. I mean,
part one.
With a twist like that, who wouldn't be like, whoa?
Yeah.
Whoa!
Basically, that twist ending made me really want to watch part 2. Like, it's like, oh, I want to know what happens next, because it was like, oh, this got my attention. Like, because the first half is like, oh, it's this fun, wacky, like sort of silly, like the way it's drawn. It focused a lot more on like the comedy. Like, there's a lot more characters turning into chibi forms. Doing over-the-top reactions that you expect from anime.
A few minutes later. Oh my god, we just ended the world!
Yeah. And by the way, they did it over 0 seconds in the real world, and they spent about a week there. Like, that's actually one of the weaknesses of the story, is that they highlighted how quickly they developed this strong bond of friendship.
In less than a week. Well, in the span
pretty of much a week. They basically said, "Oh, not too long ago." So, like, a week.
Okay.
Like, it's that problem when some people may have problems with like the first Thor movie about his romance with Jane Foster over a weekend.
I met this random lady who in the future will become me for some reason, I don't know, and I immediately fell in love with her.
Yeah, because I love her.
So anything else you want?
I have gained sustenance.
You've gained sustenance. Good. So anything else you want to say, Najami?
No, I would just read this manga. Like, this manga is definitely one of the more unique manga to read in the if you're into mecha as I am, wanting to explore more of like how the genre mecha is used throughout other stuff, and also it was a good isekai story too. Like it does like all the tropes that I expect from isekais, people being transported to a fantasy world, and then doing on a quest.
Okay.
And they go on a quest, and then they destroy the world. I just love it how, like, that's the funny thing about Magic Knight Ray-Earth. It's like, oh yeah, they did destroy the world. Like, I can't think of another, like, mecha where the characters destroyed the world and it's permanent. No, like, rewinds. No time travel.
Lovely. Let's see, Dirty Dance.
There was no black.
if-
Here's the thing. Dirty Dan. That could most likely. There was only one Makona in the manga. They did changes in the anime. I know that.
Okay.
Especially with the second part. So they could have added another Makona.
So it's one of those cases where the anime is like, this is a pretty good thing you got going on. Let's change it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, if the change is good or not, we'll see. I do kind of. If you're gonna watch the anime, I'm gonna watch it with you, Shadow. So.
Oh yeah. Oh, you can watch it. Also, anime is also, if you have an Amazon Prime account, you can watch it for free.
Really?
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Then I'll put that on the list. Ricky Joya says,
Another one on the list that I need to watch is because of the story I'm working on is an isekai mecha. There is one called Knights of Magic that has a 13-episode series on Crunchyroll.
Well, Ricky Joya says, I never knew about the part about Makona. Is that why he hangs out with Yuko on XXXholic?
I don't remember. I don't. I'm wondering if like you're talking about the anime again. Like the manga is wicked short. Like it's a very fast-paced read. So there may be some like additional details that the anime added that I do not know because I read the manga.
Ricky Joya says, he's just talking to Dirty Dan. Well, he did hang out with Yuko. Okay, so, not. You want it to be safe for last?
Speaking of crazy.
So, okay. So, what is this, not? This movie?
Alright, so a preamble.
Oh, good.
For this stream, since we are in the month of June, as my gracious co-host, and such, I gave myself a sort of, I gave myself a condition, which is pick a movie that is created by someone who is from the alphabet camp.
Oh.
Well, it doesn't have to be a movie about games, but it just has to be made by. And so I thought to myself, well, I kind of know four directors who are homosexual. There's Joel Schumacher, Gus Van Sant, Paul Bartel, and the director of this film, John Waters. And so I thought to myself, okay, so what movie can I pick that, at the very least, can entertain you guys? You know, that I can recommend that's very entertaining, because out of three of the four of these men's filmography, they are not very fun. I mean, Joel Schumacher. People know Joel Schumacher primarily because of Batman Forever and Batman Beyond. But I'm like, it's like I know Joel Schumacher for different things. Of course, he made a severely underrated film, 8mm, with Nicolas Cage.
Okay.
A very great performance from Nicolas Cage. And I'm like, well, that's dark. He also made Phone Booth. A really good performance by I released second favorites. While he's stuck in a phone booth being taunted by Big Boss.
Interesting. Who you unboxing now, Nick?
Hawkeye and Black Widow.
Ah. Alright.
Oh my god. With Gus Van Sant, I was kind of throwing around the idea of why the hell not? I kind of throw around the idea. Should I just do the remake to Psycho, where it's just the same movie, but you get the added benefit of a really badly, really poorly acting and very sweaty Vince Vaughn. And Paul Burchill, the man who brought us Death Race 2000. And of course, Eating Raoul, the feel-good story about a prudish couple who kills swingers to steal their money.
What?
Yeah, it's a comedy about a prudish couple who want to open a restaurant. Yeah, they want to open a restaurant, and to get the money to do so, they live in a building filled with swingers. And so they're like, we hate these fucking degenerates. How can we get rid of them? Also having the money to open a restaurant. Kill them and steal from them.
Okay.
Okay.
And then I'm like, oh, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say that's one way to describe a movie.
And so eventually I just stopped at John Waters, a man with a very prolific, a man with a very dynamic filmography, I may say. A lot of people know him for Pink Flamingo.
Oh.
And so, well, I decided to pick a film from his because John Waters, he has a very acquired taste, but a lot of his comedies, there are a lot of his comedies that I really enjoy.
Okay.
And I kind of have the choice between two that I feel like more or less three, but that just depends on the film. I had a choice between two films that I want to ease people into John Waters with. The first one, Desperate Living, and the second one, which I'm talking about right now, is Kill Your Mom.
Okay.
Third one, if anyone's wondering, is Hairspray. But it's like it's kind of have the added caveat of do you like musicals? If no, then you wouldn't like Hairspray.
Ah. I'm okay with musicals if they're good.
As long as the music's good,
Yeah, if the music's good, then I'm all for musicals.
Hairspray, Hairspray is sort of a Grease. If you've never heard of it, it's sort of like a Grease type thing. But it's set in the 50s.
Ah.
yeah, I know. I actually seen clips of that.
Okay, and so I kind of want for John to say I want to keep a bit light R. So I didn't pick this for
Hey, can you please mute yourself? We're hearing the blasting.
That's not plastic, that's cardboard. Unless
No, it's plastic.
Oh, you're unboxing Hawkeye. Okay.
So we finally get, and so after the song Cannibal, we finally get to the topic at hand. Serial Mom. Black comedy about a what do you call it? Sort of the main character is an atypical homemaker. You know, just a person you would imagine from like Leave It to Beaver or stuff like that. You know, she's that type of mom, but that type of mom kind of has a secret. Namely, she's a serial killer who kills people through petty slights.
Huh. Okay.
And so, yeah, and so just, and so that kind of the bulk of the movie is her killing people and her family kind of figuring out our mother slash wife. She is psychopath.
Oh, lovely.
Because all these murders keep happening, involving people that we kind of disliked. Is this a coincidence, or is the person we love crazy?
All right. But so you mentioned this is a comedy as well, a black comedy. What is a black comedy specifically?
A black comedy is a comedy. Well, like it's a genre that involves around humor, very dark.
It's Always Sunny is a black comedy.
Ah.
Yes. So obviously the subject matter here that involves death and death. It's treated in a very treated in a very soft way. Not in they died, but it's not like okay, it's died. It's not like it suffered. So they died, and they died for a stupid reason. But they died.
Oh. Okay.
And well, it's a great movie that I've always come back to because I love Kathleen Turner. She's a great overlooked comedian.
Mm-hmm.
Who is great in roles that utilized her more. And I love John Waters films. Counting from Pink Flamingo, because that's a movie that kind of needed me in the mood to watch. Oh boy! Pink Flamingo is a very special kind of beast. But he's a type of guy who many of his movies are like many of those who kind of have a glance, who kind of have a sort of what's the word? Sort of cursory understanding with John Waters is that he's sort of very edgy with what he did, what he does. Most of that was just most of that with his early films. Kind of was just him trying to make a name for himself. Over the years, he's kind of toned down a lot of the offensive materials in his films.
Okay.
And so it's like Serial Mom kind of being one of those films. Although there's a lot of objectable things in this film, but it's enough. It's not enough to where it's not Pink Flamingo's level of objectable.
Okay. That's I guess that's. I've never watched Pink Flamingo, so I guess I'll take your word on for it.
Well, I would say, you would need to watch it, but it's a film that it's a film that I really do not recommend to people.
Oh, lovely.
I'm sorry for going off topic.
Oh no, it's fine. We going off topic is natural for to streams on this.
Yeah, like honestly, yeah, that's part of like 2 cents. It's like we are schizophrenic.
We are just a group of we're just a group of very I guess for lack of better terms, I guess autistic people that can't focus on the subject. But
it's like it's a movie. It's a movie I wouldn't recommend to anyone with a weak stomach.
Ah, I see.
And so, Serial Mom, I use really great films. I only want to repeat myself. It's an overlooked. I think right now it's got a bit of a cult following. Before when it was theaters, it was kind of overlooked because of John Waters' love for this sort of howdy doody 1950s aesthetic. People thought that the film was cheesy.
Interesting.
And so, one thing I should mention, in Sanford, try to win you over into this film. This is Matthew Lillard's first film.
Remind me, what else has
Matthew,
he been in?
well,
Zoinks!
Really?
Yeah, he was Shaggy in the live action.
Oh.
I'm buff.
Holy shit, Thanos is heavy.
Oh, he's a heavy boy? Oh boy.
He's a heavy boy.
Ah.
Yeah, heavy.
Nice and chunky.
Alright.
Matthew Lillard, he's kind of his entire shtick after the movie is that he works in a video store and he really likes gory horror movies. And so his mother goes to the PTA. Goes to a PTA meeting, and his math teacher is like, he's look at this. what is drawing I took from him is this disgusting, vile drawing. Blood. It's like this is really it's kind of the funny thing about that scene is like it's not that it's affecting his schoolwork, it's just he's offended. And that's the problem he has. He's offended that he drew such a thing, and that's what prompts the teacher to question Hannah's parenting.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like, man, it's like your boy is just your boy is becoming a degenerate. And it's your fault. And that's what prompts her to run him over with her car.
Oh.
What?
Okay. Oh.
Jeez. This is
Yo.
like
Just finished, not.
Because it's like so the special thing about the mom character is that it's like she leads a sort of secret life where she enjoys, like, not only is she a serial killer herself, she enjoys reading things and collecting memorabilia from serial killers.
Oh my.
I don't want to look at her porn stash.
And one of her most favorite pastimes is cajoling her neurotic, divorced neighbor by pretending that she's a prank caller.
Okay. Whoa. Okay.
It's very early in the film. It's one of my favorite scenes. Kathleen Kennedy puts on. Kathleen Turner. Kathleen Turner puts on this really what was it like hoarse voice.
Uh-huh.
And just starts taunting this woman who's at the end of her rope.
Okay.
So she's evil with extra credit.
She's evil with a moral code. Because the reason she kills based on petty ideas, but she kills because it does not conform. Like the person she doesn't like does not conform to her, to how she kind of views the world. As you know, she wants, like, and this is what I kind of like about the character, despite the fact that she's a despicable murderer, is that her normal life can never lie. Her normal life is never a lie. She enjoys being a housemaid. He enjoys making sure that the house is cleaned. She enjoys cooking. She periodically watches birds with her husband, who's a dentist.
Oh, she has a husband as well. Fantastic.
Oh, I wanna be a dentist, be a dentist. You have a way to give people pain.
Yeah, wait, give people pain. We're not talking about that movie. He's not a murderous dentist.
Okay.
And so she lives this life, and she enjoys her life. It's just she likes very strange and off-kilter things. She loves her children. her husband. It's like towards the end of the movie. And I don't want to spoil this because I want people to watch this movie. Towards the end of the movie, and the whole town, wants her executed because it kind of plays on the idea. The whole film kind of plays on the idea of the prim and proper society and how they view nasty people like killers. Is like, oh, all killers should be killed because they're scum to society and all that stuff. Like that's the opinion that her husband had at the beginning of the film. It's like, they were talking about this man in prison, and she's like, that sweet young boy, and like, he's like, he's a murderer. He should be executed already. We're in Maryland. We have the capital. We have capital punishment. And so it like even when they're driving down in Sunday Mass, and the cops are just gleefully following her through a conga line of cars, waiting to bust her. She's all smiles. She's ready to sit down with her wife and 2 children down for Sunday Mass, and the entire Mass is a whole operation to get her to confess.
Okay. Wow, this is definitely a movie.
And the film is kind of making this strange yet compelling point that even though, like I said before, she's a despicable murderer. And at the end of the day, she kind of just lives her own. She lives her own life until you cross her.
This sounds very familiar.
Ricky Joe wants to know, could you argue this film bashes feminist groups?
Knowing John Waters, he's a very left-leaning person. After all, he is a homosexual. And so he is. What were you gonna say, Nick?
He is of the gay.
Yeah, exactly. He is of the homo persuasion.
Hey! Remember, this is Pride Month. We need to be proud of him, right?
I am sorry. I'm sorry.
He is stunning. He is stunning and brave.
Yes, we are the most woke people on the internet right now.
Yeah.
We are very proud of him being the homoerotic nature, but Nicholas.
I think you could call him stunning and brave for walking around with it. It looks like he has crayon in his lip in 2014.
Oh yes, one of John Waters' most defining feature is his pencil thin mustache. As a director, he's kind of well known for that.
Well, anyway, but back to the movie. So we have a character who wants to live a normal life, who just happens to have this tendency to kill people, who pisses her off.
Yes, Mangado, it is the JoJo Part 4 movie that was... And you always wanted.
Illa Cream has always touched the doorknob. Click.
No, it didn't touch the door. He didn't touch the doorknob. Killer Cream touched the pie.
So, what you're saying is that Araki is a fan of this director.
More like this director is a fan of Araki.
So it's just like it's kind of an interesting point. It's like, oh, does it bash feminist groups? Well, it does bash, as a lot of John Waters movies tend to do. It does bash the idea of those who take offense with strangely how you try to live your life. They compare it. One of the most famous quotes, and this is a quote that comes from Pink Flamingos, that kind of defines John Waters' entire philosophy. Is there are two kinds of people in the world. There's my kind, and there's assholes.
Okay.
It's basically it is a movie about prying too much of about people who pry too much into other people's business, and they don't really hate her. They don't really hate her so much because she is a murderer. They hate her because she is a blot on their perfect world. And because she is around, it's because she is around, she.
So does that mean they all pop up in hoods with hedge clippers to try to stab her?
For the greater good.
The greater good.
That should be what I cover next. Hot Fuzz. I love Hot Fuzz.
I was actually kind of thinking of what would I cover for the next 2 cents because it's going to be in July, and then I just remembered that perfect movie. Not, are you there?
I understand. It's just I don't. I have money in my account, but it's just I might.
God says it's not denied to anybody. At least
I
really what?
But I don't have my bank is not around here.
Not.
Oh, okay, hold on. Here, I'm gonna. Not if you can hear me. I'm gonna mute you real quick, and then when you're done with your business, I'll unmute you. Just tag me in the 2 cents back room when you're finished with your business, and then I'll unmute you. Let's see. Let's check the chat real quick because I've been ignoring it because I've been fiddling with this figure stand from Matoro. Let's see here. Let's see. I gotta go back. Let's just read up. So, Dirty Dan says, "The greater good." Ricky Joya says, "John Waters' cameo in the film was funny." Okay. Could you argue this? Oh, he already did that. Is this movie where the FBI think they are closing in on the killer but end up raiding a teenage boy watching porn? Okay.
So you know what film I'm gonna tackle next one because it's gonna be in July?
Mm-hmm.
Team America.
Oh. America.
It's either that or an American Carol, or something like patriotic. I want a patriotic. So, enough with all this. All this celebrating, all the questioning of my manliness. I need something more American.
I mean, what's funny is Team America is supposed to be like a parody on like American foreign politics. Us getting involved in the Middle East and all that. So
he's back. He's back.
He's back. All right. I will unmute you now. Not give me a moment.
We got that.
I gotta get it for me. I think we got $2 in
Alright, so, Not, got any thoughts? Any more thoughts?
Well, yeah. So basically, the whole point of the movie is, uh, yeah, it's like the whole point of the movie is even though I am a disgusting murderer, I'm just living my life. So it's kind of funny because towards the end, all the people who we have offense to each other, it kind of show how much how much of an assholes they are when you control them.
Okay.
It's a it's it's a really funny comedy about just like it's sort of the good old that sort of like I said, good old fashioned American living mixed with a murder biography.
Sounds definitely sounds interesting, say the least. But very kind of sounds kind of like a fun movie to watch as well. So maybe we could add that to the list of things we can watch. If you're willing to watch it again, no? All right. I'll add this to the list then, and other than that, I think.
Well, I should
you got closing
mention
notes? Okay.
it's in case those were interested. It's really interesting enough to sit down and watch it. Well, you can get it at any streaming. You can purchase it at any streaming platform, YouTube, Amazon, whatsoever. If you want to own it, the good people over at Shout Factory have the rights, have the license, and they made a nifty collector's edition.
Oh, nice.
Well, it's a lot of great things, including just my favorite thing in the entire world, director's commentary. One thing that bores a lot of other people.
Ah, that's director's commentary is not always boring. The director's. You said yourself, director's commentary gave some wonderful insight into the Transformers movies with Michael Bay. You could just
Not how
you listen to the commentary. You could just tell he is a very passionate fan of Transformers. Steven Spielberg calls him Michael Bay. Hey Michael, you want to direct Transformers? Oh sweet, yeah, I'd love to. Steven, one question. What's that, Michael? What's Transformers? How the fuck should I know?
What the fuck is Transformers? Is it like toy soldiers?
Yes? Question mark.
Well, you see.
Let's see.
Yeah. Speaking of Michael,
It's like Michael Bay is dropped down into a whirlwind of Japanese special effects boys and John Turturro describing how much of a strange experience it was working with Shia LaBeouf.
so I learned some interesting fact. I found Michael Bay directed this movie called The Island.
Yes, he did. I think I forget.
I just thought
Is that
I saw
movie with Dwayne The Rock Johnson?
no, it's a movie with Scarlett Johansson.
Really? I'm thinking of a different movie.
Shows up for some reason.
Oh.
And I just saw a movie like, wait, this is directed by Michael Bay? Where's all the explosions?
Well, Michael Bay is a very interesting director. Where if there's not explosions, then he'll film things like it's a very, very seductive commercial, to say the least.
Well, I've been actually searching like Bay for us. With sort of his history in the productions, and he was the first company who ever hired him in the films, which is anyone who knows, like anyone who knows David Fincher.
Not, we're getting a little bit of feedback on your end.
Oh, can you hear it, sir?
You're good now. Just for a little bit, there was some feedback. So,
So it's like, yeah, it's like Propaganda Films. It was a company that David Fincher started before he got into film. Before his big break with Alien 3.
Yeah.
Yep. So,
Yeah.
So, is this pretty much it for the topic?
would you so I guess that's it. I guess just again, would you recommend this movie? Not.
Yes.
Okay then. In that case, that's it for all the topics. So yeah. So let me just go back to the camera real quick. I gotta move my microphone again because this is how it always is. So look at that. We've been going for like almost 2.5 hours. It is it's dark outside now. When it was brighter when we first started. Look at what's going on with my hair here. It's like a perfect split down the middle. It's like camera's weird. Oh well. But so yeah, that was pretty much it for all the topics. Before we end night off, I guess I could show you what I've been building and working on while we were discussing our topics. So I got my Toro with a figure stand here. Let me actually back out a bit. So yeah, look at that. Look at that. He looks beautiful. My Chad. Matoro died for our sins. I mean, knowing the bionicle lore, technically that's not, not exactly wrong. He didn't really die for our sins per se, but like, it's like
He died for our lives.
yes. So everyone give respect to Matoro.
Do it.
Do it. This is the one time where you could press F in the chat to pay respects, even though he. Well, actually, yes, he did die. So yeah, F's in the chat for Matoro.
Actually, Dirty Dan put in our Lord and Savior Matoro.
Our Lord and Savior Matoro. Matoro! I'll take it from here. You certainly did.
Oh no, we lost not.
I'll take it from you.
The stereo mom got him.
Oh no, what did not do to get on her nerve? Yes.
Talk about her behind her back on a podcast online.
Fair enough. Alright, so let me just move Matoro to. He's not a prime, but Matoro is a chat, so he gets to be displayed along with the prime shrine. There we go. He's actually quite wide. I forgot. I kind of didn't compensate for that. I forgot he's a bit of a wide player. I gotta pose this better then.
He's a dick boy.
I wouldn't say thick, but he's wide. But is he wired in a G to Anua though? Is the question.
So, would you say if you do it just correctly, he'll be the ultimate T poser?
Maybe. Depends.
He he died T posing as he died as he asserted his dominance over the enemy.
He,
Okay.
he died asserting dominance to save Matanui. Alright, let's see if you'll fit in the Prime Shrine now, otherwise I'm gonna have to relocate you, but and I'm
What
running
if
out
he
of,
never?
I'm running out of space on my desk. I need a shelf soon.
Yay! Nod was
Ah.
not killed by the stereo mom.
Not.
Wait. What if he never died? What if he just simply died and got reincarnated into a Giga Chan?
But he already is a Giga Chan. Okay, there we go. Matoro can fit now into Prime Shrine. Okay, there we go. Matoro, be a good Chad. Oh, that's some background noise on Not's end, but that's alright. We're about to end off the stream anyways. Sorry if I'm not looking at the camera, just trying to position how I display Matoro with the Prime Shrine. There. A bit there. Hot rod. And actually, I'm gonna have to move his cannon down so I can make room for when I get my Rodimus Prime. You get armpit shot right there. Armpit. Woo! Yeah, other than that. Oh, that's some feedback on. That's a lot of feedback on not sent there. And it's gone now. Okay. So yeah. That's it for the 2 cents show. Yeah, we're gonna end this pretty soon. The feedback's getting kind of bad. So, remember, guys. Remember, those 2 cents streams will still stay on this channel, but everything else that's not 2 cents related going into future will be on the Changus channel. That's a car passing by. Actually, not. Just while I close the stream off, I'm just gonna mute you real quick. Oh, never mind, he did himself. Okay, sorry, not. But yeah, so 2 cents streams will still stay on this channel, but everything else that's not 2 cents related is gonna go on Changus 2. I'm planning on moving all the that includes Bionicle 101. I'm planning on moving all the Bionicle 101 videos and that's one stream to Changus 2 as well. And we'll still probably do another late night stream next Saturday, but once that stream is done, I will be downloading that stream as a separate video, and then it'll be uploaded onto Changus 2. But other than that, that's pretty much it. You guys wanna say any closing thoughts?
Nah.
Also, remember, Comic Crypt Podcast is also
yes,
on my channel, where it's me, not Zianik and Changus. Where this one, my goal is for every first Wednesday of every month is when the podcast comes out, and this upcoming episodes will be about Captain America No More, where it's Captain America issue 332 to 350, which is material that was covered in the new Falcon and Winter Soldier show.
Well, adapted into the new Falcon and Winter Soldier show.
Adapt.
Yeah, so the first episode though of the Comic Crypt podcast will be also in the description below, along with the Changus 2 channel, and of course, Twitter links and all that. And other than that, yeah. So if you want more content like this, make sure to like and subscribe. Like and subscribe!
Like and subscribe!
Now get out of the rice fields.
Get out of the rice fields now, motherfucker!
Like and subscribe, or you'll face great dishonor.
You bring shame upon this family. You are all failures. Here, we'll end the stream off with a. And then I'll have a failure button on this. Hold on, give me a minute to switch real quick.
Vaguely racist saying.
Here we go. We'll end with a failure button.
Failure.